Welcome to the best Alpine Fall Festival you've never heard of. A beer fest for cows. Okay, apparently the cows are getting here much earlier than scheduled. I thought we had another 45 minutes. Oh my God! I have never seen this before. This is so cool. Today I'm taking you deep into the Germanic Alps, far off that tourist track, to show you a truly unknown and authentic beer festival. So if you consider yourself a traveler who craves unique experiences, then consider this video your challenge, and naturally it will be your guide too. However, first I do need to come clean a little bit, as I have made a small white lie. You see, in truth there is only one Oktoberfest, and that is the one here in Munich going on right now. Anything else claiming Oktoberfest is merely piggybacking on their excellent branding and cultural awareness. However, what so many of you out there have never been taught or shown is that Bavaria is alive with the sound of quirky and unique beer festivals all autumn long. They're just kind of hard to find. The king amongst them, not necessarily Oktoberfest, but in my mind, the humble Almabtrieb, a very traditional beer festival celebrating cows and the end of the summer grazing season, when farmers take their herds down from those gorgeous alpine pastures and bring them home to barn for the winter, parading them in very adorable headdresses for everyone to see the whole way home. Almost every alpine town will have an Almabtrieb, and it's just such a simple and wonderful, beautiful tradition that I can't help but fall in love with them, and I want to go to every one I can. And if you at home haven't been to one, then let's fix that right now. Come along with us to the festival, and naturally I'll share everything I know along the way. Today's Almabtrieb is a little tricky to get to. It is a real deep cut of the festival season, so it would probably make sense to drive. But if you know me and you know this channel, then we're not doing that. We're going to be heading to the Munich Hauptbahnhof, grabbing a Bayern ticket and boarding a train. First to Kufstein, and then we're going to find a way to get to Landl. Another fantastic ride on the BRB, though I've never been to Kufstein before. It took just over an hour, and I must say, first impressions, I'm really impressed. I can already see a fantastic fortress and castle combo right ahead of me, but I can't get ahead of myself. If you're interested in an actual Kufstein day trip from Munich video, comment below. But today, it is festival day, and it's starting soon. We're not there yet. Even though it's in the Kufstein region, it's not in this town, it's in Landl. And yeah, we're gonna need to find a taxi to go and get there. Though I think Kufstein has a taxi stand. Let's go find out. And I really want to just promote public transport as much as I can on this channel. I always do that. You know, sometimes we have to take a car, but I try to minimize it as much as possible. But alas, you know, 1 time out of 10, you need to get on 4 wheels. Okay, forgive me, you know I had to come and get a good gander at this castle before we get in the car. I mean, just look at that, a medieval castle surrounded by a later century fortification wall. So seriously, at least 2 of you out there at home right now, comment below, yes, it would be really cool if you did a Kufstein day trip video from Munich, and we will do it. But if we don't leave now, we are going to miss the festival. So let's get going. Ciao! It's not usual that I am jealous of not having a car, but today's the day I wish I had one, that's for sure. All right, the taxi ride is over. We are finally here in Landl and we're ready for the festival. But I think I need a moment. I'm feeling a little bit queasy from that ride. Whenever you go deep into the mountains, just all those turns, twists and switchbacks, it is a lot. There's also a lot of money too. It was about 37 euros to get here from Kufstein. No doubt it's going to be 37 to get back later today as well. So maybe with a bit of pre-planning, yeah, today's the day you might want to rent a car, or if you have one, here's a good time to use it. But enough about sunk costs and transportation. I can already hear the music now. The festival is beginning, so I think we need to get into town and check it out. Because God knows I have no idea what is in store for us today. There were no videos for us to watch, no blogs to read, and any article we could find was thoroughly unhelpful.
It was so confusing. I had to call the Kufstein Land tourist board and ask them when it was happening and for an address.
It was hard to even know if it was happening today. The lady at the tourism board assured us it was. It sounds like it is, but I still don't know what is happening. So maybe the first thing we should do is get in there, test out our German, and ask a local, what's going on today? This town is absolutely beautiful. In fact, with the river and the church, it reminds me a lot of the somewhat over-touristed point near Berchtesgaden. But this, all locals and all authentic. And there's even snow peeking out at the top of the mountains as well, which my body, my soul, my heart is not ready for summer to be over, but I'm wearing a little light jacket in the snow, so... Wait, do you hear that? Okay, apparently the cows are getting here much earlier than scheduled. I thought we had another 45 minutes. No worry guys, that was not the whole parade. Those were just some rogue cows, but now we really need to talk to a local to figure out what's going on today. They may have only been here for 20 seconds, but they left their mark. Be careful where you step.
Wann kommt die Kuh?
Zwischen 11:30 und 1:30 kommen Kühe.
Ah.
Also wir haben ein bisschen Zeit.
Ja.
Ja, okay.
Trinken Sie ein Bierchen oder ein Schnäpschen und der Lautsprecher sagt, wann die Kuh kommt. Dann kommt die Blasmusik. Da, 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 da. Ja.
Okay, vielen Dank.
Ja.
Now, unlike a lot of the other festivals that we've been going to lately, there aren't a lot of rides or amusements of that kind of nature. But for what they lack in that, they make up for it by having a lot of local produce and a very friendly atmosphere. And it's also worth mentioning that this town is just incredibly beautiful. I mean, look at what's behind me. And with the church in front of me nestled in these dramatic mountains, this is an incredibly beautiful town, if not rather understated compared to so many of the others we've been going to lately. I really like it. Okay, I'm starting to piece it together just a little bit. Unlike Mittenwald and the other Almabtriebs I've gone to, this isn't just one continuous parade, it's just a continuous amount of cows showing up when they can. Maybe that means the ones earlier weren't rogue. It does, however, mean we need to keep listening out for the announcement so that we can notice when a barn is coming, but oh man, these ones have headdresses. I have never seen this before. This is so cool. Oh my God. I've never seen them actually dressed up before. Pardon the traffic today, folks, on the only road through the mountains. There's a cow that's feeling a little lost. But yeah, you just need to keep listening for the announcements to come to the road and check the cows out. Now, quickly, before our next cow-based interruption, let's get some food. I am absolutely famished. Let's get in the beer tent. Now, first off, one of the best things about coming to these, smaller, more local festivals is the beer prices are a whole lot more reasonable than Munich, and I'll drink to that. And a funny note about König Ludwig beers, it's out from Füssen, and if you read the reviews in English, they say it's quite good. If you read the reviews in German, it's perfectly average. For myself, though, well, let's find out. Yeah, it's a perfectly drinkable Helles. A little bitter towards the end. Some of you out there might quite like it. I think I might stick with my Augustina as a daily drinker, but I'm happy to be here, happy to be having it. I only managed to get halfway through my beer before yet another cow interruption.
Go, go, go!
Servus.
2 Schnaps.
Ja, 2 Schnaps bitte. Eins? Vielen Dank. Oh, that's good. Vielen Dank.
Oh, so it's Fleisch.
It's Fleisch, it's meat. Okay, it's all pork.
Ja, okay. Kann ich bitte zweimal Kartoffelsalat haben? Weil ich bin eine Vegetarierin.
Kartoffelsalat mit Brot. Das geht, ja?
Ja.
Ja, das geht.
They may not have had something more substantial, but at the very least, it is very good German potato salad. Though I'll probably need to get a snack later.
As a meat eater though, I'm a little bit luckier in this regard. The schnitzel is always going to be a win here in Austria. It's a little basic, but I really love it and I haven't had it in a while. I mean, I'm not sure what there is to say. It's really good. A thin pork cutlet, nicely fried, some French fries. This is the kind of meal that even a picky eater out there could really enjoy. Now, last time I ate schnitzel on camera, I got a whole lot of shit from you in the comments because we went to an excellent restaurant, Drei Mühlen in Munich, but I did perform some sacrilege by putting gravy all over it. I am eating it traditionally now with just a bit of lemon, so it's staying nice and crispy and we're not ruining it with gravy. Servus, ja, eine kurze Frage. Also, welcher Kuchen ist das? Ein Stück das und auch eine Tasse Kaffee, oder? Vielen, vielen Dank.
And you kind of just have to ignore the whole wasp situation.
Is it good?
It's really good, but there's also a lot going on, and it hits you at different points in the bite. Like, I think there's some marzipan in there, and I'm pretty sure there's some alcohol, and it's quite strong. And I tasted the alcohol, and then it really hit me, and I was like, whoa. Yeah, there's so much going on in that one bite that it's difficult for me to sort of tease out the independent features. There's just a lot of flavors. Either way, whatever's in it, it's delicious.
So it's a good choice?
Absolutely.
Good choice.
Wish I knew what the cake was called.
There's never a moment of peace. I think we've got the last cows coming by. You know I'm not going to miss them. They're just pouring schnapps to anybody. I love it. Another fantastic cow break, if I do say so myself. More headdresses, you love to see that. And what I've just noticed, and it's really quite adorable, before the barn goes by, they announced all of the farmers by name, which is just a really beautiful touch, if you ask me. And something really cool that I've noticed as someone living in Munich and Bavaria is that you can really tell that we're in Austria and that we're deeper in the mountains by the length of the lederhosen. You see, up where I am, it's always kind of above the knee. If you watched my previous video, which you should have, all about the Rosenheim Herbstfest, you might have noticed that all of the lederhosen were of the very short variety, above the knee. Whereas the moment you get down into Austria, boom, below the knee it goes, almost like a capri, unless like a short. And it's one of those things that really reminds me, there's another misconception about lederhosen, and that's that it's German. And it most definitely is not. People in Berlin, Hanover, Hamburg, can you imagine them wearing lederhosen? I sure can't. But the people of Switzerland, Austria, and Bavaria, even northern Italy, yeah, now they can wear some formal leather shorts. And I just love traveling between all the different areas and noticing the regional variations. It just looks super cool. Now we are almost done. I mean, this is not the biggest festival in the world, but there is one more thing I would like to accomplish, and that's buying a present for some friends that sadly couldn't quite make it today. So how about we revisit that Schnapps store from earlier? So, welche ist deine Lieblingsschnaps?
Welcher mein Lieblings?
Ja.
Oh,
Könnten wir...
Alpengin.
Ja, so zweimal, ja.
Zu viel Alkohol.
Vielen Dank. Prost. Oh, that is really good.
Oh my god.
Too strong? That is really good gin.
Should we buy some?
All right, and now as we cross back over the same river from earlier, I think we've done yet another successful festival day. And I hope you would agree. I hope you have had as much fun watching it as I have being here making it for you. It has been a wonderful day for me. I really love getting to show you these really kind of deep-cut alpine festivals. You know, everyone's heard of Oktoberfest, so I want to show that to you as well, but this is what I really love doing, and I think we've done a great job of that lately. From this Almabtrieb to Mittenwald's a few years ago, the medieval festival, and we did Rosenheim's Herbstfest. We've been covering a lot of this stuff for you guys, so if you've been really enjoying it, then you know you need to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're looking for something else to watch and you haven't watched all of my festival videos, well, do I have some recommendations for you?